What's good, YouTube? Reese Rich here. Welcome back to another episode of Custom Creations, where I give breakdowns of custom figures. And the custom figure that I'm giving a breakdown of today is my custom Earth 11 Nightwing. So, if you've seen some of my prior videos, you know I'm one of the more group-based customs that I'm working on is a group of Earth 11 character customs. Here you can see in this picture some art I found online of some Earth 11 concept art of the Bat family. With the X's over the heads, you can see I've done a Red Hood, who I made a video on. I've done a Batwoman, a Batman, and today I'm showing you the Nightwing. Now, the Nightwing, of all four I've done, is not probably, but is the easiest so far, since the concept of the Nightwing suit isn't that detailed normally for any version. Get a closer look here. This is obviously the movie Catwoman body. I think this is probably the most versatile female body that McFarlane has given us so far for customs. Really love how this one came out. Like I said, it was simple. The blue, it was a little tricky. It wasn't per se tricky to get on. I just had to layer it up a bit. But once I sealed it, it came out. It flattened itself and came out very good. As you can see on the chest, I was going to try to do the bird head, but I couldn't get it straight, so I went for my own design, the little drop down to the triangle point on the chest and the curve at the top around the neck area. Love how this came out. You can see I didn't do blue on the hands, but that's because, well, the shoulder, as you can see on the arms, there were already almost preset sculpted lines in there that I could use to direct the blue to keep it straight. And those lines were end up, I think, being too wide for the hand, so I figured it's my custom, so if I don't want to do the hand, I don't have to do it. But that's how it ended up. Really like how it came out. Like I said, didn't have to do too much work to the body, just besides the blue, and actually had to paint the groin piece all the way black, because if you have the original figure, you can see that it actually has gray. That little V line right there is actually a light gray on the base figure, so that's all I had to do. Everything else came in a version of black. At the time, I didn't have glossy sealer. I might go back and redo it, but I like how it came out matte. Obviously, the blue and black makes a huge difference when they're on each other. Okay, now that's the base overview of the figure. Give me a second and we'll get into what I used to make it. Okay, so as for what I used to make it, like I said, nothing more than the Catwoman body from the Batman movie. Found it at Ross, real cheap. Love this figure for customs. And the head is from the gold label Unmasked Batwoman Beyond. Really love that figure. A lot of people use that figure's head for making a Batwoman, which I've done, and I can't wait to show you that in the future. That's actually the first custom I ever made, a Batwoman. And then the people also use the head for many female figure swaps. I know Zatanna, Cassandra Cain, Superwoman. I've seen some people do. I actually want to do that one myself, but here I use it for Earth 11 Nightwing. I actually had this same type of Catwoman base body, and in the head just kit bashed it to make a Selena Kyle, but I wasn't really feeling that, so I figured I'd use it for something else. As for paint, the paint is just simple. I believe Apple Barrel Blue. Found it at Walmart for cheap. Figured why not? I needed a blue. I was gonna be a little sketchy if it came off like flaky or powdery or not, but for whatever weird reason, every Apple Barrel paint I've gotten comes off a little flaky, but they all finish better than simple matte black, which I find weird for whatever reason. But that's it. Just some black Apple Barrel 2 on this figure, black and blue Apple Barrel, Batwoman Beyond head, and Catwoman body. Now, like I said, not a lot went into this. Just try to keep a sleek design, so it wasn't really that hard. But now let's get into some figure comparisons. Alright, for our first comparison, here we have my Earth 11 Nightwing next to my custom red and black Harley Quinn. I've done a video on her previously. Really love how she came out and how they both stand next to each other. I do actually if I can get another one of the Birds of Prey Harley Quinn for cheap, I'd actually like to do another one so I can use the skills that I know now with like priming, sanding, and stuff to do this one better. This is actually my second custom when I wasn't really that experienced, but I still like how it came out. She stands well and gives off the right color scheme for what I wanted her on my shelf, especially next to my Joker. Next, here we have her next to my custom Eradicator Lois Lane from Tales of the Dark Multiverse. As you can see, they're both featured on the same Catwoman body. Like I said, you can see the difference. There's the slight gray V on the trunk piece that I had to paint over for her. Really love how these came out together. Like it's on the same body. I really love the versatility of this body for customs. This is one of the first female customs I made too. Really love how she came out. That's actually the Madam Hydra head, and that is also the cape from the Mattel movie figure from Man of Steel way back when. Next, here we have her standing next to my custom Lois Lane. She's actually the figure that was posted and made about in my last video. One of my favorite, not only just female customs, but I think she's actually in my top 5 favorite customs I've actually done so far. Can't wait to show you guys the rest of them. But yeah, I love how she came out. Did all the sanding and I did all the techniques where you take out the pins, all the arms, sand everything down, put it back together, thin the paint, so she retains articulation, and also she has the still painted look. Really love how she came out. Again, shout out to Mo Perez on the Custom McFarlane Figures Facebook group for making that the reporter tag, and he's such a great guy. He also just unprompted offered to make a purse for her as well. So shout out to him. Really cool dude. Go on the Custom McFarlane Figures group and look at some of his work. It's awesome. Now here we have her next to my custom Earth 11 Red Hood. She has a video up as well. I think go watch that. I think you enjoy it. She uses the Art of the Crime Batgirl body. Really simple repaint, especially with the gloves, the glove boots and belt area, silver paint and silver marker on the buckle. The jacket is from the drowned Batman Earth 11 figure. I pulled it off, just trying to see what fits. Figured it fit really well. Getting the jacket is actually what inspired me to go down the road to do this custom. The head is one of the 3 heads from the most recent Marvel Legends Black Widow figure. I really love how the hair swoops over the shoulder and over the face, so I could add the white tuft. I feel it all came really well, and I feel that it all came together really well. And this is also one of my favorite customs. Now, with this comparison, we have a mother and daughter duo here, and my Earth 11 Nightwing and my Earth 11 Batwoman. The story behind this had the Catwoman body. I'd seen someone the same day using some little modeling clay and the Catwoman body to make a Cassandra Cain, so I figured I have all the pieces, so why not do that? So as I'm going through, I'm putting parts together and thinking in my head, I'm like, wait, instead of doing a Cassandra Cain, why not do a Batwoman? So, alright, because at that point I already had the Batarang glued to the chest, and I saw Batwoman in it, so I'm like, why not? The kind of simple, at least in terms of the body. The chest, just the Batarang, I think from one of the Batgirls, if I'm not mistaken, that McFarlane actually put out. Glued it on there, let it dry, painted over with gray Vallejo. Then the belt is from Endless Winter Batman. Really love that figure in terms of being able to use it for custom fodder. The cape is from Art of the Crime Batgirl. Pulled it off, primed it, painted it black, stuck it on here. It's actually not super glued down, so I can take it off at any time if I want. And the head is from Three Jokers Batgirl. I want to see how it looks, because I was going to originally go with her head on this body, but I figured I wanted the actual cowled look. So I took the Batgirl head, painted over it black, painted in the eyes all the way black, and then used some toothpicks to dab in the white pupils of the mask. Really love how they came out and how they match up with each other. And the last and probably most important comparison is how she looks against traditional Nightwing. Got this Nightwing figure recently. I was putting together a Batman shelf and my Teen Titans shelf at the same time, so I figured I already had the red Nightwing from the Nightwing and Red Hood New 52 2-pack, but I wanted to see how Blue Nightwing would work with my shelf. So I currently have him sitting with my Teen Titans display with Starfire, Beast Boy, and my custom Donna Troy that I'll also show you guys. Really love how they look together. Obviously there's a difference in blue. I kind of like this deeper blue more, but I like how they look, how they scale with each other. I thought about doing a domino mask on her, but I figured I don't want to take the chance of ruining this nice face sculpt. So love how they sculpt together. I actually have some pictures that I'll post on my Instagram that's linked in my description of these two together if you want to see some more. And here we have her standing with both versions of my other two Earth 11 Bat family members. I actually do have my Earth 11 Batman, or in this case it would be the Earth 11 version of Gender Swap Catherine Kane version done. That video should be coming soon. I don't want to show that Batman just yet, but I really like it. Wide array of parts that went into it. Can't wait to show, especially him with these three all together. But I believe that's all I have for this episode of Custom Creations. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thank you very much for watching.